Pointed him. Today I am going to talk with ChatGPT about my goals and how I can achieve them in my life. I will ask some important questions about success motivation and future planning. Let's start the learning conversation. Hi ChatGPT, I have some question for you and my first question is how can I clearly define my life goal?
That's a great question. Defining your life goals often starts with reflecting on your values, your passions, and what truly brings you fulfillment. You can break it down into different areas like career, relationships, personal growth, health, and leisure. It can also help to set both long term visions and short term actionable steps. If you want, we can dive deeper into any specific area.
Okay, and my next question is how do I know if my goal is realistic or not?
That's a really important consideration. One way to gauge if a goal is realistic is to assess your current resources like time, skills, and finances. Also, consider breaking the goal down into smaller, manageable milestones and see if those steps are achievable. It's also helpful to get feedback from mentors or peers who can provide an objective perspective. And of course, staying flexible and adjusting as you go is key.
Okay, wow, what a wonderful answer. And my next question is how can I stay motivated when working toward long-term goals?
Absolutely. Staying motivated for long term goals often involves a few key strategies. One is to break the big goal into smaller, more manageable tasks so you can celebrate small wins along the way. It's also helpful to keep your reasons and your why in mind so you stay connected to your purpose. Regularly reviewing your progress and adjusting your approach helps keep things fresh and engaging. And having a support system or accountability partners can really boost your motivation as well.
Okay, and my next question is what daily habit help people achieve success faster?
Great question. Daily habits really add up over time. Things like setting aside time for focused work, maintaining a consistent routine, and prioritizing tasks can really help. Also, incorporating habits like regular reflection, mindfulness, and self care helps maintain your energy and focus. Over time, these habits create a strong foundation for success and help you stay on track more effectively.
Okay, great one. And my next question is how can I manage my time better to focus on my goals?
Time management definitely plays a huge role. One effective approach is to use tools like calendars or to do lists to organize your tasks and set clear priorities. It's also helpful to block out specific times for deep work and minimize distractions during those periods. Another good strategy is to regularly review and adjust your schedule, making sure you're focusing on the most impactful tasks. And don't forget to factor in breaks and downtime to maintain your productivity and avoid burnout.
Okay, can you explain more then?
Of course. One great way to dive deeper is to implement techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focus intervals like 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. This helps maintain high focus and prevents fatigue. Another helpful practice is to prioritize tasks using methods like the Eisenhower matrix, where you categorize tasks by urgency and importance. It's also beneficial to set boundaries like designated work hours and minimizing multitasking to keep your energy focused. And of course, regularly reflecting on what's working and what's not can help you fine tune your approach over time.
Okay, this is a very grateful answer. And my next question is what should I do if I lose motivation in the middle of my journey?
That's totally normal and happens to everyone. One approach is to reconnect with your initial reasons and your why behind your goals, which can reignite your passion. It can also help to take a short break and give yourself some time to recharge. Another strategy is to break your goals into even smaller steps so it feels less overwhelming. Also, seeking support from a mentor, a friend, or even a community can provide encouragement and accountability. And sometimes just celebrating small victories along the way can help maintain that momentum.
Okay, can you motivate me on this topic?
Absolutely, I'd love to. Just remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is progress towards your bigger vision. Even on tough days, each effort counts and builds momentum. And keep in mind that challenges and setbacks are part of the journey and can actually help you prove stronger and more resilient. You've got this, and every bit of progress is worth celebrating. If you ever need a little boost or a reminder of your why, I'm here for it.
Okay, sometime I lose motivation. So my next question is, how can I balance work, learning, and personal life together?
Balancing work, learning, and personal life can definitely be challenging, but it's all about setting boundaries and priorities. One approach is to create a clear schedule that blocks out dedicated time for each area. For example, you can set specific hours for work, certain times for learning or personal development, and then make sure you also carve out quality time for yourself and loved ones. It's also helpful to stay flexible and adjust as needed. And don't forget to prioritize self care to avoid burnout. Over time, finding that balance will become more intuitive.
Okay, that one. And my next question is, how do successful people plan their future?
That's a fascinating. Successful people often plan their future by setting clear long term visions and then breaking them down into actionable, achievable steps. They often set specific goals, regularly review their progress, and adjust their plans as needed. They also prioritize continuous learning and self improvement, stay adaptable to change, and seek mentorship and guidance from others. Essentially, they maintain a balance of vision, flexibility, and persistence, which really helps them succeed over the long haul.
Okay, and my next question is, what skills should focus on my future success?
That really depends on your personal goals and what success means to you, but generally focusing on a few key areas can make a big difference. For example, building strong skills and continuously learning will keep you adaptable and competitive. Cultivating a growth mindset where you see challenges as opportunities is also crucial. Networking and building meaningful relationships can open doors and provide support. And of course, maintaining a healthy work life balance, taking care of your well being, and staying resilient are all key to long term success.
Okay, great one. And my next question is, how can I track my progress toward my goals?
Tracking progress is super important to stay motivated and on track. One effective way is to set measurable milestones and deadlines so you can clearly see how far you've come. Regularly reviewing your goals, maybe weekly or monthly, helps you stay accountable. You can also use tools like journals, apps, or spreadsheets to log your progress and reflect on what's working and what's not. Celebrating your achievements along the way, even the small ones, can also keep you motivated and
Yes, yes, tell me more then.
all right, no worries. If you have any more questions later on or need a little motivation boost, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, and my next question is, how can I track my progress toward my goals?
Absolutely. One great way is to set clear, measurable milestones so you can see your progress step by step. You can use tools like journals, spreadsheets, or goal tracking apps to regularly log your achievements and any setbacks. It's also helpful to do periodic reviews like weekly or monthly to reflect on what's working and what might need adjustment. Celebrating small wins along the way also keeps you motivated and on track.
Okay, and my next question is, how can I improve my confidence?
Improving confidence often comes from a mix of mindset shifts and practical steps. One approach is to set small, achievable goals and celebrate each success, which builds your confidence over time. Also, positive self talk and focusing on your strengths can help shift your mindset. Practicing new skills and stepping out of your comfort zone gradually can also boost confidence. And finally, surrounding yourself with supportive people and seeking feedback can help reinforce your growth and build that confidence even more.
Okay, I will try. And my next question is, how can I remove laziness and procrastinations?
That's a common challenge, and there are definitely some strategies to help. One effective approach is to break tasks into smaller, more manageable steps so they don't feel overwhelming. Setting clear deadlines and using techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in short, focused bursts, can also help. It's also useful to eliminate distractions by creating a dedicated workspace and setting boundaries. Another helpful tip is to reward yourself after completing tasks, which can build positive reinforcement. And finally, staying accountable, whether through an accountability partner or regular check ins, can keep you on track and motivated.
Okay. And my next question is, how can I become more disciplined?
Becoming more disciplined often comes down to building consistent habits and creating a structured routine. One effective way is to start small and gradually increase the level of challenge so you don't get overwhelmed. Setting clear goals and creating a daily schedule can help keep you accountable. It's also important to eliminate temptations or distractions that pull you away from your goals. And don't forget to be patient with yourself. Consistency over time is key. Celebrating your progress and reflecting on what works for you will also reinforce that discipline.
Okay. And my next question is, how can I learn new skills faster?
Learning new skills quickly often comes down to focused practice and effective strategies. One approach is to break the skill down into smaller, manageable parts and focus on mastering each part before moving on. Consistent practice is key, so dedicating regular focus time is important. Also, leveraging different learning resources like videos, books, online courses, and hands on practice can help reinforce learning. It's also beneficial to get feedback from others, whether mentors or peers, to correct mistakes and improve faster. And staying curious and maintaining a positive mindset definitely helps speed up the process.
Okay. And my next question is, how do I deal with failure and keep moving forward?
Dealing with failure can definitely be tough, but it's also a powerful opportunity for growth. One helpful approach is to reframe failure as a learning experience, something that provides valuable insights. It's important to reflect on what went wrong, understand the lessons, and then apply them moving forward. It also helps to maintain a growth mindset where you see challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Also, giving yourself grace and patience is crucial. Everyone experiences setbacks. And finally, leaning on your support network, whether it's friends, mentors, or family, can give you encouragement and perspective to keep going.
Okay, what a great motivation. And my next question is that, how do I choose the right career path?
Choosing the right career path often involves a blend of self reflection and exploration. A good starting point is to consider your interests, strengths, and values and think about what kind of work truly excites you. It's also helpful to research different fields, talk to professionals in those areas, and maybe even try internships or part time roles to get a feel for what you enjoy. Also, consider your long term goals and how different careers align with them. And remember, it's okay for your path to evolve over time as you grow and learn more about yourself.
Okay, what a great answers, and thank you for watching and listening to my conversation with ChatGPT. I hope this discussion helps you think about your goals too. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep working hard, working of your dream. Thank you, Allah Hafiz.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm really glad you found the discussion helpful. Definitely keep that motivation and persistence alive. If you ever need more support or have more questions in the future, I'm here for you. Take care and best of luck with everything. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye.